Good afternoon, I'm Patrick Roach. Russia's re-election of Putin, another bombing in Austin, and March Madness gets wild. All this and more on today's Franciscan Beat and News Brief. Crown of Creation will be having a culture project talk this evening at 7:30 in the Gentile Gallery, and a table about the culture project tomorrow in the J.C. Williams Center. Dustin Hook, country band Dan Shay's bassist, decided on his 30th birthday, November 2017, that he wanted to give back in commemoration of his celebration. So the Wexford resident used his Fender endorsement connections to have 30 new guitars, Fender Stratocaster electric guitars, and Fender Precision Bass electric bass guitars shipped from a Los Angeles warehouse to Pittsburgh area middle and high school music departments. President Donald Trump's plan to combat opioid drug addiction nationwide calls for stiffer penalties for drug traffickers, including the death penalty where appropriate under current law. It's a fate for drug dealers that Trump, who aims to be seen as tough on crime, has been highlighting publicly in recent weeks. Trump also wants Congress to pass legislation reducing the amount of drugs needed to trigger mandatory minimum sentences for traffickers who knowingly distribute certain illicit opioids. Texas's capital city of Austin was rocked by the fourth bombing this month, which injured 2 people. Police Chief Brand Manley says it was caused by a tripwire, which showed a different level of skill than the package bombs used in the 3 prior attacks. Travis County is far from the sites of the earlier bombings, which occurred over 2+ weeks in residential neighborhoods east of Interstate 35, which divides the city. At a news conference hours after Sunday's blast, which occurred about 8:30 p.m., Manley repeated his public warning for people to not pick up or approach suspicious packages. Vladimir Putin now has a stronger hold on Russia and stronger place in the world thanks to an overwhelming mandate for yet another term as president. His domestic opponents are largely resigned to another 6 years in the shadows. His foreign opponents are mired in their own problems, from Britain's Brexit exit from the European Union to chaos and contradiction in the Trump administration. Emergency crews in Croatia struggled to contain a swollen river that reached record levels southeast of Zagreb Monday, while soldiers distributed food and drinking water to a section of Albania that has been flooded for 2 weeks. Croatian authorities said the Sava River by the town of Jasenovac exceeded the highest level previously recorded by some 10 centimeters. About a dozen houses in a nearby village were cut off. Residents have refused to evacuate, so emergency crews are delivering food and water by boat, according to Croatian state TV channel HRT. Experts say the Sava is expected to rise more in the coming days. In sports, a memorable, zany first 2 rounds, even by March Madness standards, set up what could be another 2 wild weekends in a tournament where anything can become reality. A comeback for the ages by Nevada, an entire region left without a top 4 seed in the Sweet 16 for the first time in tourney history. The 16 seed winner UMBC falling short in its attempt to extend its historic run as underdog darlings. Oh, and defending national champion North Carolina is out, routed in its own state by Texas A&M. In weather today, a high of 54 degrees, low of 32 degrees, and partly cloudy skies. For Franciscan Beat, I'm Patrick Roach.